Welcome everyone to VTuber School! Today we're going to be talking about VTuber concepts and how to make them. But first, I want to explain what VBFree is before we continue on so you don't get confused. VBFree is a VTuber group for anybody of any age to become a VTuber for free with no complications, no contract, and most importantly, all you need is your phone. And I'll be your teacher. So the first thing that we need to know is how to make a VTuber concept. And what you're going to need to do that is a lot of thinking, a lot of writing, and most importantly, Charat. Charat is a free website where you can create full-body concept art and PFPs. And even if you don't use that concept art, it's still a good place to start. Now, this is not something that you need to do, but it's something that a lot of indie and corpo VTubers do to make their character. Pick an animal or a species of some type and a role. For example, Wolf Knight, or Princess Cat, or Chef Bunny, anything like that. When you get to actually making your VTuber model, you're going to want to use this free app, Avi. No one tells you about it. It originally needed a link, so you're going to see a lot of things online telling you that it needs a link, but that's not true as of 2026. All you have to do is literally search AVVY in the App Store, and it will come up immediately, and you can just download it. It's simple. No one tells you about it. Not even Mariyume. She is literally the mother of all VTubers. Another thing that I did, I literally did that, I still have it in my notes to this day, is I looked at the very top of my head to the very bottom of my feet on my character, and I said, what do I want this to be like? And it actually was really useful because when I started at the top of my head, I realized I wanted an ahoge. So, very helpful. Very, very helpful. It may take a lot of time, but if you're good at writing and have very bad OCD brain like I do, it's helpful. Very, very helpful. Now, I know a lot of viewers like to leave videos after they get the information they need, and this is kind of the most valuable information that you're going to get here. So I want to say, before you leave, do not use the app Reality. It's not a good app. There is no full body 3D tracking, even though it is 3D. It's not a good community. It's unsafe. It's not good. The tracking doesn't even properly work. And it makes you money hungry. I seriously, truthfully do not recommend Reality at all. While it may make cute characters, they're not cute enough to risk your safety. I also, while I'm here, want to mention the importance of colors. You may see in a lot of mainly red designs, for example, that there are a lot of blue aspects. For example, Bae's blue eyes. That's the only example I have. It works in any color. You'll see it all the time. A lot of VTubers think they're stuck with the idea of, okay, my character's mainly green, so that means the rest of my character has to be red. No, that's not true. I'm mainly green, my eyes are purple. This is how you manage colors while still being eye-catching. Let's say your main color is green. We'll use me for example. My main color is green, and the color that's the opposite of green is red. I am not red! I'm purple! You can also use pink. Anything revolving around that. If you have a mainly purple character and you don't like the color yellow, use green as your eye catcher. The next thing that I want to mention is how to make sure it fits you before you actually commit to a character. So, the way I did this was letting my character grow with me over time, and it grew and it got smaller, and it changed over time. It's gonna change. It's like a bubble. It's not gonna stay the same size. So let's say you want your character to be a bunny, but your personality is loud or aggressive or chaotic. That can still go perfectly together. You just need to make your art take away the symbolism of a bunny. Thankfully, I came up with bunny as my example, so I can use Punkalope as my example. Punk! Bunnies are not punks, but she is! That's what makes her stand out while still being herself. and the animal she wants to be. I actually came up with a little quote that works really well if you want to remember this. Don't make a character, make yourself. And by that, I don't literally mean make yourself. Keep your privacy safe, please. I also want to say that copying is not gonna work. I believe I mentioned this in one of my other videos. If I were to copy Gura and just become a Gura clone, I wouldn't be interesting. I wouldn't be Dino. I'd be Gurnyo. Okay, another thing that I want to say is don't just be random. Emphasis on just. If you're gonna be random, do it on purpose. Don't just throw random aspects together just because you like them. Find reasons they matter to you. Make them symbolic. Like my choker, even though I don't have it on right now. So inconvenient. My choker on my original design has a diamond because diamonds symbolize purity. The final step of creating your VTuber character is naming it. This is the hardest process. I cannot express this enough. So thankfully, I wrote down a bunch of sources that are really helpful and some that you don't want to use ever. So instead of trying to make this fancy or just naturally flowy, I'm gonna list the entire list of things off to you. Baby name sites, fusing, double wording, random languages and aesthetics, random words, special meanings, and Nameberry. Don't use it. Nameberry is so freaking terrible, it will literally be like, hey, you want a name that starts with the letter A. Here's Angelica, Ava, Alyssa, Angelica, Ava. Oh, did I forget to mention Alyssa? Also, on the languages thing, I want to mention that if you pick a certain language like Japanese, English, French, yeah, I've seen some people do that. I want the language to make sense to you and your character. So sit back and pick out some names that you like and look at your character and actually just sit in silence, pause what you're watching, even this video if you want to, and say the names and think how you feel afterwards. It doesn't have to be like, ooh, no, that was terrible, or a heavy, specific emotion. It can just be like, that one's kind of off. Because most of the time, if it's kind of off, just don't use it. For example, I almost went by Riri. Do I look like a Riri to you? The final thing that I want to say is why this whole system is okay for minors. The important thing is that you're not going on the internet talking to strangers. No, you're making an audience. You're entertaining. You're doing what makes you genuinely happy. You're expressing yourself to people. That is different than expressing yourself to yourself alone. Expressing yourself to an audience is people see me. People are like me. I am not alone. And it gives you visual proof that you're not alone. Because sometimes saying it is just not enough. Especially for me, who needs to know 100% everything is true. Literally, I'll be sitting here watching an advice video and they'll say, you are not alone. And I'll be like, but are you sure? Are you sure, Stuart? Your audience is gonna be different. It's gonna be a little wild sometimes. Sometimes they're gonna be quiet and non-existent. But a lot of the times, regardless of the age, it's genuinely just people finding your content interesting and having a good day because of it. And even if in the end you find out that it's just a phase or a hobby that you liked, okay, cool. That was it. But if it isn't a phase, then boom, you got a new hobby, possibly a new job one day. And that's something amazing to find out at such a young age, especially if it's actually something that made you really happy. Final The final thing before I finally shut up. Are y'all excited? Before you start planning content, you need to know where it's gonna go and what kind of content you'd actually want it to be. For example, if you make a video script and try to stream it, not gonna go good. You're gonna have no idea what to say after the first 10 minutes. That is not a good sign. You need to know where it's gonna go, how you're gonna make it, because those two go together a lot of the time. So think, do you want to make videos? Do you want to be a shorts god? Do you want to make streams? Do you want to stream on Twitch? Do you want to stream on YouTube? Do you want to make VODs from Twitch and freaking make the people on YouTube feel lonely? Then you plan VODs. You look at your previous streams, which you're not supposed to script, you're just supposed to write down. I'll get to that later. You look at your previous streams and you think, alright, what was the best parts of this? What was the funny stuff? And you take small moments, you make them into clips, you take the big, usual, just whole thing, and make it a video. And if you're worried about how to stream on Twitch on a phone, I know how to, don't worry. I will teach you how later, in later videos, not the next video, but later videos in the future. Promise. Oh, you're still there? Uh-oh. End of video, secret time. Leg reveal.